Oh my God. You look so familiar.
No.
That's my bodyguard.
Stop protecting the snack.
I like that. That was crazy. I like it.
That was hot.
She likes. That was hot. So I'm gonna grab her number.
You're hot.
I'm hot because I insulted you.
Yes.
But wait! There's more!
Do you like white chocolate?
No. Wow. That's embarrassing. Imagine that guy.
What's embarrassing? Having a head like a tennis ball.
British insults are so proper. I love it. It just adds flavor and seasoning.
Live chat, they ever asked what the hardest job in the world is being a woman. Imagine being confused all day. Yo, that's hard as fuck. Just waking up confused is hard as hell, bro.
Hold on.
Meanwhile,
women can their children, men should at least be able to abandon their children.
And they do on the reg.
So if you're a man and you don't want to have a kid and the woman keeps the kid, that woman can force you through the state, through the government, to pay child support.
Well, nobody forced him to come inside of a woman.
Great. That's a great Bronze Age argument that we could use against abortion. Nobody forced the woman to have consensual sex. Nobody forced the woman to allow the man to come inside of her. These same arguments would have to be, you'd have to accept them for abortion. Or is it only men that have responsibility? You wouldn't accept a pro-life argument of, you just shouldn't have opened your legs. You shouldn't have got pregnant. You should have used protection. You should have been on birth control. No, you probably believe that if a woman, let's say she had consensual to their boyfriend and she got pregnant, let's say it's an unwanted pregnancy, and let's say she's not ready or she's not financially ready, she just doesn't want the kid, I'm assuming your position would be, yeah, she can get an abortion.
Yeah, it's her body.
Okay, so why don't you grant that same exemption to men?
Because it's called self-entitled hypocrisy. You know, I can practically hear the old internet dial-up tone. You see, she's not struggling to accept his point of view. She's struggling to argue against it. I swear the lack of intelligence and logic nowadays is freaking crazy.
My body, my choice!
This girl told Charlie Kirk, "My body, my choice." And after Charlie replied, she was speechless.
If it's not your DNA, how is it your body?
It is your DNA.
No, it's not.
It's a part of you. It's growing in you. It's connected to you by an umbilical cord. It is a part of you.
1 second. It's attached.
A part.
It's attached. Hold on a second. It's attached, not a part.
Same thing.
No, it's actually not. A part, by definition, means it remains permanent.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Oh, okay.
So an attachment is something that is temporary. And so it's not, you are not your mom's DNA. You're not your dad's DNA. You are new deoxyribonucleic acid. So shouldn't we say that if it's not your DNA, it's not your choice?
What's your body count?
0. I just got baptized, so it reset.
Baptism washes off the sin, but it doesn't purify the flesh. Let me just say this. When you wash a car, it doesn't mean the car becomes brand new straight out the dealership. Does that make sense?
I'm asking why do men prefer women with lower body counts?
And the answer is because we're not equal. And again, this is going to always be the fallacy and the flaw with feminism, because you're going to be fighting for an equality that does not exist. I'm not saying better or worse. I'm saying we are different. Now, it depends on what you want intimacy for. If you want to be out there doing it with everybody, you absolutely have your right to do that. Please be loud and proud. We want to see you coming. The men love women like that to have fun with.
2 weeks ago, I had one wish. I wanted these men to breed me. Turns out, I'm pregnant, and now it's time to find out who the daddy is.
It's an evil world we live in.
Finding the father is gonna be like trying to find a needle in a freaking haystack. When that baby is born, it's not gonna be even freaking human. It's gonna be a chimera combined with undiscovered specimens and creatures. Bro, that kid will never win an argument in his or her life. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, then there's this cuck.
I would like for you to clarify that there is in no way any kind of emotional connection. This is not a date. This is not her boyfriend on the side. She's a happily married woman who is occasionally allowed to step outside into the streets and behave like a low down, dirty on camera. It's not, this doesn't trickle into our real life. It's just content.
Okay, the only reason I ask every guy that I work with, it's a conversation with me and Adam. I'll bring up an Instagram account and I'm like, what about this one? And he's like, yes or no. It's like very planned out, but the internet has their own narrative. They like to call I don't know. It's only been a few guys in the last 10 years, but they like to make it seem like I'm sleeping with a new guy every day.
Yeah, it's like 4 guys.
In 10 years.
This beta male simp mangina. This disciple of the soy infused and injected with estrogen is trying so hard to convince himself, bro, no one in a happy marriage in 1,000 years would ever be okay getting his wife plowed by another man. Guys, these two are the perfect example to never let yourself become.
Have you slept with 1,057 women?
At least.
So are you quite similar?
Absolutely not.
I don't think the feminist movement supports women at all. I think it actually harms them. It's told us that sexual exploitation is empowering and that we should kill our offspring if it's an inconvenience to our life, and that marriage and family are not important anymore. I mean, it's completely destroyed everything that's been unique about womanhood.
So the alternative is like, let me get my ass beat, take my Xanax, and raise these kids when I don't want to. Like, what's the alternative for women who aren't happy at home? Like, that's what I don't understand.
Women are pill popping more now than they were in the 50s. They're more depressed than they were. Yes, this is completely.
And men are 4 times, women, yes, 2 times more likely to be on antidepressants than men. Men are 4 times more likely to kill themselves.
Why do you think that?
Now, let me just point this out to you guys. Now, just visually speaking, of course, did you guys notice the posture and the dress of the group on the right side is completely put together compared to the left side? And that right there tells you everything you need to know. And let me just say this. Feminism today isn't even about feminism or pro-female or equality. Feminism today is about control and authority. It's solely surrounded by women who are anti-men. And you know what we need to do with feminism? Guys, we need to start doing this.
We stopped slapping bitches, so they forgot that they don't have the strength of a man.
Right. Yeah, I think it's good that we stopped slapping bitches.
I don't know about that. There's a few bitches I would like to slap.
I'm looking at all these women and I was like, why?
That's why.
Yeah.
Because you stopped slapping them, and the female ego is ridiculous. I mean, these women, like, they literally think what they see in the movies is real. I'm not saying just go around smack random women.
Yeah.
I'm saying you start acting like a retard, you want to get in someone's face. All it takes is one smack to realize you're not as strong as a man.
When I grew up, I used to see my father hit my mom. I hated it. So I was like, you know what? I'm never going to do that.
And now your wife's out of control.
I'm a gentleman. I'm a class act. And I will never advocate for violence. But technically, she's not wrong. Because when it comes to feminism, my hands are rated E. E for everyone.
Okay, I'm going to make this quick because I have to go into a meeting. I have 3 meetings today. I have been in the corporate life for almost half my life. For context, I'm 40 years old. I have 2 children who are 11 and 7. And I fell for it. I fell for this thing where, go to college, get your degree. If you want to have kids, you can do it all. You can have a career, you can have kids, you can just do everything. Well, I don't want to do everything. I don't want to do that anymore. I fell for that shit. Do not fall for it. Do not fall for that shit. I want to take my kids to school. I want to pick them up from school. I want to be there when they get home. I want to chaperone for them, volunteer at school. I just want to go to the gym, clean my house, do laundry, go to the grocery store, and just be home. So do me a favor. Do not fall for that shit, because it is not worth it. It's a joke. It's a joke. Don't do it. Be home, find a way to be home, be with your family, be with your kids. it's not worth it. None of this is worth it. So
100%. The system has lied to women about feminism. You either have kids or a career. You cannot have both without intense sacrifice. Now, ladies, listen very closely so you can all learn from this. I have an auntie who's 50 years old and she bought into feminism. Now she deeply regrets it. Why? Because she's single and alone. She has all this money, but she doesn't have a family. You see, ladies, the happiest thing a woman can do is to raise a family, because that's the point of life, is to leave behind a legacy. Feminism is
bullshit.
Bullshit. You said it's all bullshit.
Imagine getting schooled so hard that you cut to commercial.
There is an entire community that feels discriminated against by the president.
White men.
The Somali community feels discriminated against by the president. He
American,
called them garbage.
Joe Biden called us garbage. White American men are being discriminated on the basis of their race and gender. I would feel awful.
What numbers do you have that this is a systemic issue? This is a big
I don't
problem.
care if it was a one-off issue. Nobody should be discriminated against because of their race or their sex. Second of all, the Compact article you mentioned, he does a very detailed job building upon years of other evidence. The other thing we have to discuss here, I am a female. I would feel awful if I got a role over a black male just because I'm a female, because I hit a different quota or target. It should always be based on meritocracy, on competency. I want whoever is most qualified for the job. Disparate outcomes is not indicative that it was the result of racism. So we have to stop pretending like, oh, well, if blacks have a slightly higher unemployment rate.
Well, it's double. It's not slight.
My point is, it doesn't matter what it doesn't matter what it is.
Let's push pause on this, and we will continue this conversation in just a sec.
Gee willikers, they really hate it when their victim cards get removed. Guys, this next video is the perfect description when it comes to feminists and liberals. Take a look.
Word liberal.
Wait for it.
As an acronym.
Here it comes.
Lacking in basic education, reasoning, and logic. Liberal.
Oh my god, I love your hair.
You know why I'm gay? It's not because I like men. It's because I f***ing hate women.
Yo, listen, nigga. Listen, nigga.
Excuse me?
Bald and miserable? Buddy, you can only choose one. Pick your poison.
Have you been in love before?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, in high school.
Dang, what happened?
What happened? I moved to the state.
No, you left her.
Yup. I left that bitch in the fucking Taiwan.
Oh, damn, bro. What the fuck, bro?
This drop-dead gorgeous nurse walked in confidently and had some of these men begging not to be popped.
Hell.
Others smiling and giggling so hard they couldn't speak properly.
Okay.
And the host saying,
If y'all don't let this woman pop your balloons.
but no one was ready for what happened at the end.
I'm a fashion guy, so I have a level of tolerance, but I want to know if we would call this a 6 in a scale, 1 to 10 scale. This is a 6 for how revealing it is.
Okay.
On a normal basis and on your social media, where's the average? How revealing do you normally dress and present yourself?
That's a good question. I'm gonna keep it a buck, probably about a 6. This is probably as much as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? I'll take it up a 7.
If you and I got to know each other better and decided to proceed, if I asked you to tone it down just a little bit, would that be a deal breaker for you or no?
Probably. Yeah, I want to wear what I want when I want.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, the way these two handled this situation has to be the most emotional, mature thing I've ever seen on Pop the Balloon. Because on Pop the Balloon, you see a lot of degenerate stuff. But bravo to him knowing what he's willing and not willing to have in a relationship. And bravo to her for being true to herself. And I'm not gonna lie, this brother just dodged a heat-seeking ballistic missile. Because guys, do you know what kind of baggage when it comes to dating a nurse? Take a look.
Your balloon.
It's because her profession. She's a nurse. You know.
Of course.
You hear some wild things about nurses. Not really the most loyal, but I appreciate you.
Well, yeah, some nurses did cheat at the hospital. I'm not gonna lie.
They put out these reports that saying the #1 cheating.
It's nurses.
It's nurses, yes. But you were a nurse, so you would know.
But that's because a lot of nurses date doctors. A lot of doctors are married. Not the nurses. It's the doctors that are married and cheating.
Oh my God.
And the nurses date the doctors. Wow. So if you want to be completely honest, I think that's more what I saw a lot of that.
What rooms?
In the rooms, in the lab room, in the medical room, in the equipment room.
Is it like a quick thing, or was it like this is gonna be the whole rundown? Like,
listen, it's just quick, and then they might see each other outside of the hospital, and then act like they don't know each other. But then when it get messy, when they bring it back to the hospital and everybody know their business, that's when it get messy.
God.
Yeah.
Was there nurses that were like, what was the purpose of the nurse hooking up with the doctors? Was it like to level up, or did they just always admire the doctor?
No, I think too, we work with a lot of women. So when they do see a man, they go fucking crazy.
But the thing is, did you guys look at the doctors like this guy is like the goal? Like, this guy is like the high standard. Like, this is the king of the office, basically, because he is a doctor?
So I think that's the hierarchy of the hospital. We have to treat the, hey, doctor, do you need something? Because we're there to assist the doctors, right? Yeah. Hey, doc, you need something. Hey, doc, you need something. It didn't mean doctors tell you, get up, I need that chair. And as a nurse, you would get up.
You have to, right?
You have to. That's the hierarchy of the hospital. So like you said, it's looked upon that the doctors are up here, and then, of course, the nurses. So it was just like I think a lot of nurses are single. So a lot of nurses can really do what they want to do.
Okay.
I think that a lot of my nurses friends, when we was at the hospital, we were single. So it was just like, hey.
I heard that the cheating rate is crazy with nurses.
But what is really cheating, though? Is they married or they got a boyfriend?
Boyfriend? So you don't consider that cheating if it's just a boyfriend?
What kind of boyfriend?
Guys, I can confirm this is 100% true. I have a friend. He's a nurse at one of these hospitals in the Bay Area. And he tells me there's a lot of fucking and a lot of infidelity going on in that hospital. So whenever you see a girl studying to become a nurse, or you see nurse in her Instagram bio, guys, just do this.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Nurses are more likely to cheat on their significant other than athletes, musicians, and DJs.
That's it.
Go ahead.
That's nice.
That's crazy.
Nah, she got liquor in her system. Like, she waiting on me. She not thinking straight. She waiting on me. Like, she knows I'm on the way. It's JJ. It's not her. It's JJ. He's violating. He's violating.
This guy is in the Egyptian river. Buddy is in the Nile River. Jesus, this dude is trying so hard to convince himself this isn't real. Buddy, wake the freak up and stop simping. Because, gentlemen, I want you to please remember this.
Losing a woman who brought nothing but drama, chaos, and demands into your life will never be a loss. Sorry if this offends some people, but I think it's okay for men to have standards too.
I feel like $1 million. I broke up with my man last night. I got a fresh set of nails today. I'm going out. I'm about to get shit-faced with boys and females, and I'm wearing booty shorts. So life really couldn't get better than this.
You may feel like $1 million, bitch, but you're nothing besides a cheap whore.
If she acts like this after the breakup, this means she was always like this. Now, guys, remember, if you break up with your girl and she goes and sleep with another man, at that point, that girl is not the same person. You have to let it go. And may I remind you, what your girl does after the breakup tells you everything you need to know. Now, if she's a girl that sits alone, tries to heal by herself, and she's trying to, or either try to work things out with you, that girl loves you. But if that girl goes out, parties, drinks, or entertains other men, brother, that girl just did you a favor. That right there tells you everything you need to know. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.